If you are an apple shape like me, looking for a few pieces to add to your wardrobe, wondering which pieces would work for our body shape, then this video is for you. I've been on River Island and I found some amazing pieces. Admittedly, the plus size section on River Island is not the biggest I've ever seen, and I find it easier to actually shop using the size filters. But I'll be honest with you, the quality really warrants it. It is well worth going in and having a nosy. They have a lot of classic and timeless pieces that really work for our body shape, and I am here to show you how. So with no further ado, a little haul from River Island. Let's get stuck into it. My first outfit is a real power outfit. If you've been here before, you know I love myself a good suit, and I often wear suits. However, I do find that a blazer sometimes can be a little bit too structured for everyday life. Waistcoats are a great substitute if you don't want to wear a blazer. It has the structure of a blazer, but it's a little bit softer in the look. Now this one is quite on the long side. It does take my rule of third out of action, cuts me into two equal halves instead. But I find I can kind of get away with it because the fabric just flows, because it's the same fabric with the matching trousers. I wouldn't do a long waistcoat like this with different trousers, meaning I won't actually wear this waistcoat closed with any other trousers. You could definitely use it as an open piece, as a layering piece. That would be fine with something underneath that would then define your waist and keep your rule of third in place. But closed like this, I will only wear it with the matching trousers. Now, one feature of this waistcoat is that it's quite high neck. And a high neck on an apple shape isn't necessarily the best feature because many of us have short necks. But a little tip, if you have a waistcoat like this, you can just take these two flaps and push them on the inside. I would then pin them in place with a safety pin, and all of a sudden you have a V-neck instead, which is admittedly a little bit more flattering on us apple shapes because of our shorter necks. Just a little feature. But you know me, I love myself a good high neck. I love a closed neckline, even if it's not the most flattering on me. It's all about wearing what works for you, never mind what a personal stylist like me will tell you, all right? You wear what you love. Now the trousers are the wide leg, and they're quite long. And River Island actually does three lengths of trousers. They have the short, they have the regular, and then they have the long. These are the regular. I'm 5'5" and a half, don't forget the half. And these are quite long, but they are fantastic. Oh my God, they are fantastic. I love them so much. I can't begin to describe to you how soft they are. They have the pleats in the front. We do have functioning pockets. We do have functioning belt loops, which I love. But I should just mention that yes, as a petite, you can wear wide leg trousers. You just need to make sure that the length is correct, meaning that they hit the floor without hitting the floor when you are wearing shoes. And also for a petite, it's potentially best if you go for some that does have no pleats in the front, because the pleats is what gives you that extra fabric. It is what hides the tummy, but when you're petite, the more fabric and volume you wear, the shorter and stumpier you will look. I'm sorry, that's the same for all of us, just so you know, not just because you're shorter, but because you are shorter, it's even more noticeable. So make sure the length is correct and try some that has no pleats in the front, all right? That might be a better fix for you. Fantastic trousers, a fantastic two-piece set. As I said, pieces are sold separately, but I'm in love with this set. Absolutely in love with this set. For my second outfit, I have added black accessories, and then instead of the waistcoat, I have just added a satin shirt. And it's a satin shirt I want to talk about. It is beautiful. It is stunning, and the quality is amazing. There's a slight little stripe in it, which I love because it's a little design detail, which is there, but it doesn't pop and make the shirt fuzzy, if that makes sense. The quality is absolutely amazing. It is nice and thick and really structured. And so far, I have had no static with it. Doesn't mean to say it's not going to get static. I'm just saying. Now, I love the cuffs on this one. Now, I have just folded it up, right? But it's a nice double layered one, meaning it's nice and thick. The same on the inside and outside. But there's just a one button here, meaning I can easily fold this cuff up like such. And I would potentially just secure it in place with a little safety pin on the back there, just so it didn't slide down. But so far, so good. I just love the fact that the cuffs are like fluffing out a little bit, give me that little wing, if you want to call it like that. I just think it's fab. Now, I would need a little safety pin in here because every time I move, the button kind of wants to pull apart, but that's just natural because I have a large chest. but this is a fantastic shirt. Length of the shirt is really, really good as well, especially if you are not ready to tug in. Now it does cut me in half. If you can see, we got the rule of third is out of balance again. And this is why I wouldn't wear the waistcoat without the matching trousers. Can you see how visual the break is here? And even with the heel on, my legs look very, very stumpy compared to when they are tucked in. Can you see the difference in the length of my legs? It's amazing, isn't it? If you're not ready to tug, this shirt has a great length. It has a full coverage on my tummy. It seems to be a little bit longer on the back, but the quality, once again, of this shirt is fantastic. And it's one of those pieces I could have in my wardrobe for years to come. And it's just timeless and classic, and that's what I love. Next up, I have a gorgeous satin dress, and this one is one of those classic timeless dresses you can have hanging in your wardrobe for years to come. I love the length of it. It hits me just at the ankle. I would, I think, prefer it with an open toe sandal instead, but I don't have any, so I just went for these. But I would invest in that. That's being honest with you. It is satin. It's beautiful, very timeless. We got spaghetti straps that are adjustable. We have a beautiful neckline with the V, which then is on the back as well, which I think is beautiful. And then it is sewn to go in at the waist, but we have a little knot detail right here. And it's that knot detail there that takes all the attention away from the tummy area, which I really appreciate. It does sit, I won't say snug, but because it's satin, I can see the outline of my tummy when I move. But I think because it is black, it is a little bit more forgiving. And the only thing is, if I had a day where I'm really bloated, or do you know time of month, I think I would be self-conscious of this area. Today, I feel fine, so I'm okay with it, but I wonder how I would feel about it on a day where I was more bloated. So it's just something to take into account. I wonder if a size up would be better. I love it, absolutely love it. It's a timeless classic dress. Quality, once again, is amazing. And I think it's stunning. It has that little bit of an A-line that works so well for us, apple shapes. And I do think it skims the tummy. Very, very beautiful. I really love this dress. For my next outfit, I have gone out of my comfort zone a little bit with the top. I fell in love once again with the satin top, but this one is a chocolate brown with white polka dots on it. And I've discovered that I love brown and polka dots together. There you go, that's something new for me. This top, however, is a peplum top, and a peplum top on a rectangular apple shape is not always a great idea. It looks amazing from the front. Look at the curves it gives me because it's naturally pulled in. We have a faux tie here in the front. It does open the one knot, but it's just sewn in place as such. So it's just there for decoration. However, when I turn around, it's not too bad today because I'm not too bloated today, but having these flaps hanging here, can you see how this satin is just clinging to my tummy? And it actually makes me look bigger than I am, which is such a pity. From the front, it's amazing. I assume, I haven't seen it, but from the back, it looks amazing as well because we have the elastication here in the waist. But it's just from the side there, I'm not loving that silhouette. I love the idea of this top. I think it's stunning. It just doesn't work on my apple-shaped body, sadly. Now, I did team it with the most amazing trousers, and I'm going to tell you a secret. It's not a secret. I have already ordered these trousers in a size 22. I had ordered this entire haul, most of it in size 22, and everything was just too big. So I returned it all, and then I reordered these in a size 20. And look at this. I have now ordered a size 18 because they are just so big on me. They are massive on my backside as well. And on top of that, they're really long. But my crotch is actually like down here instead of up here where it belongs. And that's just because they're way too big for me. But I love these trousers. The quality is amazing. And the color of these trousers, fantastic. Per usual, it's the wide leg. There is no tummy in sight. So it's simply just a matter of trying to get the right fit for me. I'm really, really hoping that a size 18 will do it instead because I'm obsessed with these trousers and that color will match everything in my wardrobe. And doesn't it look fab together, the brown and the burgundy? Loving it. For my last outfit, I have just a blazer. I've just teamed it with a t-shirt from my own wardrobe, and then I'm still wearing the burgundy trousers, just adding a belt and a burgundy little pair of kitten heels. I love this outfit. This is my style uniform. This is what I wear on most days. This is how I feel the most confident. However, this blazer, just like the burgundy trousers, are a little bit on the big side, and I did have it ordered in a 22. This one is a 20, and I have now ordered the jacket again in a size 18 and the matching trousers to go with it. I don't know if I can fit the trousers because I couldn't get them in a size 20, but isn't the color amazing? It is a plain and simple blazer. It is a little bit on the boxy side. We just have the one button in the front, but I'm thinking this would look fab if I belted it as well. And if I had the matching trousers, perfection, perfection. There's not much more to say. A blazer is fantastic for hiding the tummy if you are worried about showing it off. But by wearing the blazer open, tugging in your t-shirt, you're still defining that waist, keeping the rule of third in place, even though the blazer is a bit longer. As I say, this is my style uniform. I'm obsessed with the color of this suit, and I can't wait to get it. So keep an eye out over on my Facebook page, the pieces that I have ordered in different sizes. I will show them off over there just so you can see the proper fit. All right, but that is everything I have to share with you for today. Some fantastic pieces. Quality is absolutely amazing on River Island. I have truly fallen in love with that website. But that is it for today. Everything is linked in the description box. And if you made it this far and sat through the ads, thank you so much, because that's how you help my channel. I have a lot of other videos on how to dress the apple-shaped body. If you wish to see them, I'll leave them some here on the screen. And if I could get you to do me one last favor before you leave for today, is to leave me a blue heart in the comments, just to let me and the algorithm know that you had actually made it to the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in this video. Bye now.